Hey there, it's Katie Burns with In-Telecom. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. We are very excited to have you, and we will be discussing how cloud technology can grow your business and increase the return on investment of your company. We also have Sean Torres, our CEO, joining us today. Let's go ahead and bring Sean into the call.
Hey everyone, Sean Torres, CEO of In-Telecom. So today's topic we're going to discuss on this webinar is the ROI on cloud telephony. I think as any business owner, business manager, whatever it may be, and any investment that we're going to make inside of our organization, we're going to be looking for some form of return on investment, whether that be employee productivity, whether that be the cold hard facts of just being able to make more money, or whether that be just employee satisfaction. Again, we all know that happy employees generate happy profits. So the main concept with ITC Cloud and how it can help create more efficiencies is just I think again the number one problem that organizations have in general is just constant communication. So having that chat feature to be able to chat amongst other peers and coworkers and that are in multiple different locations today, or maybe you're at a 75% workforce working remote, the ability to be able to just understand if that person is available, one, because you can't see them, so presence is key. So therefore it allows you to not waste time, which then again creates more efficiency. So that's giving you the visual of being able to see the individual and are they available, as well as be able to still communicate to them if they're on a call via chat to be able to make that call in. I think the reporting is extremely important, and looking at as any owner or manager in any department, they should want to understand if their department is having missed calls or clients calling in and waiting on hold and then hanging up, not getting the support. So I think again being able to track in real time from our real time dashboards and being able to see your abandoned call rate, your average handling time with a client, with your average hold time, given the flexibility for supervisors to be able to see the call queues real time and intercept if need be. Using it for training purposes and having call recordings is, I think, extremely important. Can generate ROI immediately by just being able to record a call, whether that be a sales call and a coaching ability for an inside rep that's making outbound calls, or even just a customer service rep and creating more customer satisfaction. More customer satisfaction again leads to healthy profits and the companies continuing to strive and grow. So I think that ROI right there can come pretty quick. It's all about the organization utilizing the tools and actually empowering the people inside the organization to understand how to use those tools and how to use those in a positive manner from understanding. Again, I think about scalability, and as companies are onboarding new employees and bringing things in, they need to do it in a faster manner. So I think that looking at the ability for ITC Cloud of being able to just take a phone, pull it out of a box, and plug it in, and the employee's up and operational, ready to go. We're not wasting time getting things done on the back end in a traditional PBX. It's just plugging the phone in and going. I think again the ability to be able to communicate seamless from one individual device is important, and being able to as an owner be able to maintain that relationship between the client and the organization by utilizing internal phone numbers instead of personal cell phones. Companies that have turnover, whether it be the auto industry, you look at the turnover rate on the sales force. We've been able to take our phone system, apply it into an auto dealership, take the sales team that's on the floor, and have them making outbound calls per their cell phone app. You don't necessarily have to give them a phone. They're using the cell phone app to make outbound calls and communicate with the individual customer. Therefore, if that sales rep was to leave, the dealership still maintains that telephone number, and they can route that call into a BDC or general sales manager, or whatever it may be, so they can maintain that call and maintain their relationship. Because again, we all as owners have spent big dollars on marketing efforts to get the client to call our business. So why should we not make those investments to be able to see and track that we maintain that relationship with that client and can get some understandings if the advertising that we're doing by being able to run the inbound reports, we can see what's happening. I look at the way we use the abandoned report. We have those reports generating every hour on the hour to our help desk supervisor. They can see that we've had some abandoned calls. It happens. We all get busy, and customers can get impatient and hang up at a 2-minute window. And now what we can do is we can reach back out to the client and call them. That to me is a next level of customer service that the customers don't have to feel that we just missed them. And again, it's another layer of accountability to be able to see what's happening inside the organization. I look at the featured queue callback and looking at organizations that can't hire more staff, but yet their client base is increasing, so they still have to be able to support them. Utilizing a feature like queue callback that contacts the customer back for you. Call comes in. Thank you for calling ABC Company. Your estimated wait time is 5 minutes. For a callback, press 1. End user can press 1. Now you're doing the same amount of workload. You're just stretching out that workload throughout the day, and it's keeping that efficiency of clients not having to sit and wait on hold. The system's doing the work for you. So I think that ROI right there is instantaneous. We can run more inbound scheduling calls. So healthcare agencies struggle with this a lot with scheduling, and therefore patients can call in. They don't have to wait, and then the system calls them back at their convenience. So you're increasing customer satisfaction, and you're maintaining that level of service where someone's not getting skipped in line. I think that's extremely important in looking at a telephony solution, for a type of organization that needs that level of service. So I think those are some quick features that we utilize today that can help generate an ROI for an organization. I look at the ability to have one bill. And, a lot of traditional customers are paying a service provider, and then they're paying a phone vendor or integrator to do the support. Why not wrap them into one solution to where now it's, one throat to choke, and they're responsible for the service, the hardware, and the feature functionality of the individual end user, and can support them from start to finish. I think that's extremely important in any, support mechanism for an organization.
Thanks, Sean. Now, we all know that technology can be pretty challenging for individuals and organizations to implement themselves. So what is In-Telecom's process to ensure the experience is as seamless as possible?
Great question, Katie. Obviously when implementing new technology into an organization, there are steps in a process to get the end users to have a buy-in of using the technology to the benefit of the organization. We've done several things here at In-Telecom to help that transition phase and help companies utilizing cloud technology. One thing we did is we listened to our clients and started building out our own YouTube channel that we also have on our website for ITC Cloud that gives the client the ability to look at short, 1 to 2 minute videos on how to do individual things within the system and utilize the tools that are there. As well as doing a weekly webinar, axing the expert, and being able to get on and hear other clients' questions, I think are extremely important, because what we're finding is that the more clients that we put in the room together, they may not even understand that the system can do a certain function for the business, and then that other company is asking questions. So therefore, we have our customers coming together to learn together. So we believe that that's been a way that we can continue to strive to offer the best customer experience, and ensuring that the tools are being used to crush the organization's challenges and continue to strive and get to a better place. So again, yes, we believe that the end user sometimes can have some struggle. That's why we're here. That's why we have experts on certain functionalities in the system, whether that be reporting, whether that be standardizing call flow, or just, figuring out how to, add a specific button on a phone for a user to make things just easier. So we'll continue to provide those for our clients. We're always looking for more feedback on videos that we can create to help the end user, and again, make that transition into the cloud while keeping and maintaining that, great customer experience. So again, Katie, thank you. Great question. And if anybody was to want to find out where that information is, you can go to itccloud.com, click on support, and all of those training videos are there in an archive library, and we're consistently adding to those. So again, thank you, Katie.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We hope that you enjoyed today's session and are able to take some of this information back to your organization. If you have any questions or you'd like to learn more about In-Telecom, please visit our website at intelecom.com.